Hi everyone, it's Tara. So today I'm going to share with you how I make the wire wrapped stick pins. This is not my original idea. I saw another YouTuber do some like this. Let's see. I saw her do something like this, and I showed them on some that I made on my junk journal, my Snow Days junk journal, and asked if you guys would be interested in seeing a tutorial. So a lot of people said yes, so I'm going to show you how I make these. And then as I was playing around with the wire, I kind of came up with something like this as well. There we go. So I'll show you how to do those also. And these, this is 20 gauge wire, so it's not going to stick into your pin cushions and stuff. So it's purely for putting behind flowers, and basically that's it. I have the few that I made stuck in this little foam thing here. And I'll show you guys more in detail the ones that I've made. But let me show you how to create the little swirly stick pin. So I'm going to try to stay in focus here. Okay, so what you're going to need is 20 gauge wire. And I got mine from Joann's. They have many different colors. This is matte silver. I've used pink. This is black, and for the tutorial I'm going to use black wire. So you need 20 gauge wire. You need some round nose pliers, and you need some flat nose pliers. And if you're wondering what this stuff is on the end of this plier here, it's this stuff I picked up here. It's called Tool Magic, and I got this from Joann's. And I use it because when I was originally making the these ones here, they kind of got, my tools scratched them up a bit. If my camera would focus, there we go. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it looks kind of scratched up, and I didn't like that. So I got this stuff, and it prevents your tools from scratching up the wire. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so I cut a piece of wire, and this is about, I mean, you can make it as long as you want. This is about 5.5 inches, and this is probably too much, but I like to have enough to work with. Okay, so I'm going to use these round nose because I already have that stuff on it, so it won't scratch. Okay, so to make this one here, and I hope I'm in frame. It's very hard to film jewelry or beading type videos because you're trying to look yourself and then stay in frame at the same time. So here we go. So you're going to take your wire, the tip of the wire, and grab onto, let me turn this around, and grab onto the or you're going to take your pliers and grab onto the tip of the wire. Okay, then you're going to make a loop. Like that. Oops, sorry. So you're going to make a loop like that. And then you're going to take your flat nose pliers and just grab on to where you made the loop like that, and then you're gonna start twisting or bending, maybe turning is a proper term. Start turning the wire around, and I can already tell this is a little loopy. It's not like perfectly round, but that's okay. I think I'm going to call these whimsical stick pins. And the reason why I say that is because Irene, who's Crafty Irene here on YouTube, she made a comment and she said, I like those whimsical stick pins, and I like that that name for them, because that's kind of what they look like. They are very whimsical looking. So you're just gonna kind of bend or turn your pliers around, and you're like turning it around that original loop that you made, okay, to make something like this. And then I'm going to grab on to the very bottom of that, and then I bend the wire all the way back. So if you can see that, I'm just bending it back like that. Take it off, and then grab on again. Well, I flip it over and then grab on again, like that. And then I'm just going to bend the wire around like that again. Take it off, and you can do as many of these little zigzags as you want, but I'm just going to finish it off now. So then what I do here is I try to put the round nose pliers where I think the middle of this is, because you're going to bend the wire straight down and you want it to kind of be even, or you want it to look, you know, symmetrical. So I just kind of grab it about there. You see that? And then push the wire straight down like that. And then you can leave it like that, it's fine, but I kind of like it a little closer together, so then I just push that loop down closer. See, like that. And see, now it doesn't look very even to me, so now I'm gonna kind of play with it until I like where it's at. Okay, so that's one way to do it. And then from there you just add your beads like you normally would a stick pin, and that's it. So I kind of got tired of this style here because it is a little bit harder to do, and then they started to not look as nice to me. I mean, they still look nice, but I wanted to try a different style. So that's when I started playing around with just looping the wires around, you know, different ways until I got something like that. And I like this style better. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So again, you get a piece of wire, and it can be as long as you want. And I try to straighten it out. I need one of those tools that it's like a wire straightener. I think it has like nylon on the end, and you just take it and it just straightens your wire like right out, but I don't have one. So alright, so again, I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and then this one's really easy. All you do, and you can make the loops as big or as small as you want. I'm going to do like a medium sized one, I guess. So I'm going to just put the pliers right on the tip, and then I'm just going to start making a loop. Oops. Okay. I'm going to use my other round nose because it slides off a little easier. Okay, so I just made a loop, and then I'm going to hold it right underneath where I made that loop, and then I'm just going to make another loop, but I'm going to bend it the opposite way. So like this. Okay, until I get that. And I don't like the way that looks. But once you're done, you can like flatten it out and, you know, do all that stuff. Okay, so you made that second loop. So then you're gonna flip it around again and hold the pliers right underneath where you made that last loop, and then you're gonna make another loop. And you just keep going around like that, and then flip it around, grab on underneath where you last did your loop, and then make another loop in the opposite direction. So basically you're just looping, looping, looping in the opposite direction, and you can do that as many times as you want. So this has 4. I think I want to do 1 more and then we'll be done. So again, grab underneath, and I hope this is easy for you guys to, hope I'm explaining this right and you can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, so then just make another loop. See that? And then, see, that looks kind of off. I want that wire to be kind of in the middle. So I'm going to undo it a little bit. And it looks a little bit better. Okay, so now it's like, you see how it's all like that. So then I'll just take my flat nose pliers and just sort of straighten it out a little bit. And then you're gonna try to make this wire as straight as possible until it looks good to you. And then, I mean, that looks okay. This loop is kind of off, but again, it's a whimsical stick pin, so I'm gonna leave it as that. Okay, so then you just get your beads, and I already have one kind of pre-made here, but you just get your beads. This is one, I think I made really big loops on this one, as you can see. And you know, it's wire, so you can play with it and bend it and make it, you know, how you want it until you like the way it looks, until the wire's you know, straight enough for you. So then you just get your beads, and then you're just gonna start putting your beads on the way that you like. And so this one, and I'm just making a black and white one here. This is actually a crimp bead, this silver one, but it works as a spacer. And then we have a bead cap and a bead, another spacer, it's a rondelle, another bead, spacer, bead, goes this way, spacer, and then another little bead to finish it off. And you have that. And then you can kind of straighten the beads out before you glue it down. And so I use glossy accents. And so what I do is I leave the first bead up like that, and then of course, oh, here we go, put a little glossy accents on, slide that bead up, some more glossy accents, slide that up, and then a little more glossy accents, slide that up. And I know a lot of you guys already know how to make stick pins, but just in case there's some newbies out there watching, I figured I'd show how I put mine together. Some people use hot glue. I like using glossy accents. And a little more there. Push that up. And almost done. And then I'll push those two up. Okay, so then once I do that, I kind of look at it because some of these beads are kind of off. So I'll just push it over the way that I want it. See that crimp bead? It's kind of off center there to me, but I'll play with it a little more. So that's it. So that's all you do. So then that's my stick pin, and I will set it in this little thing here upside down to dry. I'm gonna set that to the side real quick, and then I'll show you the stick pins that I made already. So I did a bunch in purple because I've been making some cards that have purple paper on it. So here's one. If my camera would focus. There we go. So there's one. And this was using silver wire. And then this one here, again using silver wire. I have this one in gold and purple, and this one I did the little swirly top one. And then another one in purple. This one's a shorter one, as you can see. And then this one here. This one. Okay. And then I did a couple in pink. You can see it. This one I kind of just started bending the wire back and forth, back and forth. I didn't do any loops. I just bent the wire back and forth and got this. This was the only one I made like this, I believe. I did that one. And then this one here. Pink and like a green color. And then this one is black and turquoise. So those are my stick pins, you guys. I hope you guys give it a try. If you do and you do a video, let me know. I'd love to see what you come up with. So I hope I was clear, and if you have any questions, just let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.